Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see here, we're at the end of the 22-23 season for our Genoa Kit Quest career mode with Radu Drăgușin as the player of focus. So we're kind of just quickly go over everything that happened this season in terms of how we did in the league and the cup, and then kind of transfers, player stats, and all that good stuff. So let's start with standings. As you can see here, we finished top of the league by a lot. Finished top of Serie B by 16 points, it looks like. Yeah, that's 16 points. With 98 points in the season. Also, we almost got to the 100 mark, but we didn't. We lost in the last match of the season, so we didn't quite hit 100 points, but still pretty solid season, winning the Serie B title. So, which I didn't realize you get like a little trophy presentation, everything for that. So that's gonna count as the trophy for this one. So this is gonna be a successful kit quest. It's gonna be a one season wonder again, partially because of that. And as you can look here, as you can see, in our goals for was 127 goals for, which is ridiculous. But if you look at our goals against here, we had 64 goals against. And if you scroll, we're going to scroll through the entire Serie B here. So look at that, 64 goals against. As we scroll through, the only team that had had more goals against than us in the campaign was a team, as obviously Serie C wasn't in FIFA 23. I don't know if it's been like ever been in a FIFA or FC game because I think it's like is Series C where it starts to get weird? I know like Series C or Series D they get kind of weird, like really weird, really quick. Yeah, Series C 'cause it has 60 teams like in different groups, so it's like I think that's probably why it's never been a FIFA game, so it'd just be too complicated for the little coders at EA Sports to figure out. So yes, but like the only team that had more goals against us was one of the teams that would have been relegated straight up to Series C. As I looked at the bottom three, so Modena, Suditrol, and Cosenza would have been auto relegated. Then Cittadella would have played the winner of like the Serie C like promotion playoffs and like a I don't know what they really call it, but like a promotion like a basically whoever wins the game gets to Serie B and the loser goes to Serie C kind of thing. So yeah, that's like the goals against because the system we played. So let's look at that quick for a sec. System we played here 3-1-4-2, probably one of the the worst of all these like Kit Quest career modes, probably the worst formation I've played in any of them, like by far. It was like it's basically like if the it has to basically have five in the midfield. If the ball gets past the midfield, like center backs basically part like the Red Sea and just like let runs in. And as you probably noticed in a lot of my like past Kit Quest career modes, we've like had really good defensive records. Like I pride myself on being a really strong defensive player in these games because I don't know, I just like it's kind of easier to win if you don't concede a lot of goals. But yeah, so conceding like the second most goals in the league, kind of the system was like not good. Highlighted, I guess I'll go into my little spreadsheet here, pick out a couple of highlight feature matches from the season as to why they were doing this. Here we go. Basically two matches in a row, I think. So we just double check if there are any other like more crazy ones. Oh, there's like one right here also, I think. This is when but yeah. So a couple, basically three matches to highlight that is, alright, so match week 14, it was a home match against Pisa. It was supposed to be like a draw one, so obviously like how that works is I simulate the match, and then if we go down, I hop in, try to score an equalizer. So yeah, so we can draw. And that match finished 7-5 in our favor, which meant I'm pretty sure I had to like hop in 5 times to draw the match at various points because we kept conceding goals, conceding. And then after I think I hit like 5-5, I hopped out, and then we scored two more to win 7-5. That's absolutely bananas. Then the next week, match week 15 against Askley, basically the same thing. It was finished 4-4. I had to hop in 4 times to draw the match because our defense was just so open. And then let's see, is this another? No, this was a one. Okay, one I actually I played from start to finish, against Ternana in match week 19. Finished 6-4 because they kept scoring. I kept scoring. It finished 10 goals in a match, 12 goals in a match is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, like it was not the most, it was like not the greatest system ever, 3-1-4-2, because I guess if the defense got bypassed, not the defense, the midfield got bypassed, the center backs would like basically be really spread out because they were like the only players back, and like so that would be so easy for like one of the opposition attackers to make a run in between two of the center backs, and then it'd be over at that point, pretty much. So like, especially then like if we get promoted, like since we're getting promoted, try that in like Serie A against like Inter, Napoli, Roma, Lazio, like any of those big teams, we were getting absolutely shredded. I'm pretty sure, especially because like our players are not that great. So yeah, so that's kind of why that, and the fact that you actually had a trophy presentation for winning Serie B is why we're kind of not continuing this Kick Quest. So this is a one season wonder, but we did get a trophy out of it, Serie B trophy. So yeah, in terms of I guess going back to the standings, the only other competition we were in was the Cup, Italian Cup, where except the finals Milan and Napoli, but that's neither here nor there. We started in round 2, got a matchup against SPAL, who we got matchup against IRL that round. Beat them 5-0. That was a match I played. Or I think I got to 4-0, and then like that's what also I do is like if I got to like their highest kind of margin of victory, when I got there I would like sim the rest of the match. So I got to 4-0, and then sim and went to 5-0. And then, see, how is this not like I'm so confused by this? Like here round 3, because like round 3 obviously that's where I assumed we had lost IRL because it says there's only 16 teams here, right? 1, 2, 3. There's 8 matchups. It's 8 times 2 is 16. So I thought this was the round of 16 basically, which is where they lost to Roma. Pretty sure IRL that year. But apparently it's not actually the round of 16. So I guess so. Like shouldn't have simmed this, I guess, which I didn't realize. But I should have realized. Like I simmed this, we lost on pens to Udinese, and then like that's why like if you look back here, like my reputation with the board is like down in the negative pretty much, even though we won the title. And I'm like, we'll check the objectives in a second, but because we got knocked out here instead of the round of 16, because I thought we were in the round of 16, but we actually weren't, which is really annoying then because we could have gone further in the cup, but it is what it is. I didn't realize that. It's my B, but yeah, so we got knocked out in the cup. So that's those two things. Objectives, I guess we'll go here. So that's what I mean, because the youth development signed 3 players under 20. So we'll kind of get into who in our transfer business to the youth academy. Did that. Got 20 wins. Got 31 wins in the league. Financial. Obviously, it's gonna be hard to increase the club worth by that much when like our players are worth like nothing. And you get like I think we got like a million, or maybe almost 2 million euros for winning Serie B. So you don't get a lot. Obviously, you're not gonna double your club worth doing that. The domestics this year, I should have realized this. That, like, it's like when we like got knocked out in the cup, I looked at it, so we like failed the objective, and I was like so confused by that. But I guess that's why. But when the title we did, and then obviously no Continental one. But that's that. Translates to transfers. Why is there no transfer hub? That was weird. Okay. Transfer history. Go to my club. Go to reverse the date order. So yeah, the first thing we did was I brought in Radu on a permanent for 3.4 mil from Juve. So he was 20 at the time, so he counted as one of the 320 players, and then did a bunch of selling. So this because like left back and right back are on actually positions in the system, but none of them actually like, were competent left and right midfielders. So I like put them all on the transfer list, even though some of them their contracts ran longer, just because the squad was like 40 players, which is really bloated for a Serie B team. IMO. I don't know how much typical squad size of a Serie B team is, but it seemed like way too many to me. So this guy to AIK for 3.5 mil. This chap for 1.2. This guy for 590k, 1.8 mil, 2.5 mil, 8 mil, 5.25 mil, and then our 2 kind of transfers in were Matisse Tell and Wilson Odebert, obviously 2 parts of our Times Europa League winning squad. So I brought them in because they're both under 18, under 20. They have like obviously their pictures here, their faces, and all that, and they fit positions. Be like kind of, I did need spots in, even though I did end up canceling a bunch of players' loans outs to fill them before I brought them in, because I wasn't really sure who I was going to bring in. But I brought in Tell and Odebert for 6.8 and 2.6 million, and then this he left on a free, and then this guy for 1.55. Those are all the transfers. So in terms of stats, let's take us to wrap up here. Let's kind of look. Yeah, as you can see, he really kept 5 clean sheets all season. So yeah, that's not great because they're still like defense. This was so bad defensively. So and then kind of goal scoring, as we'll see up here, like Coda at 31 in all comps, Tail at 29 in all comps, which are actually they're all in Serie B. So 29 goals in Serie B, 23 assists. He had a Mo Salah-esque season. So I had to score so many goals to win matches and stuff. Pretty solid there. And then this is Pete, I guess, Odebear and then Radu. So Odebear 4 goals, 11 assists. Not nowhere near as good money as Tell, but because I had to keep playing this Haps guy because like they threatened to cancel his loan, so it's like I got to play him a bunch more than I would have wanted. And here Radu, 31 matches, 0 goals, 0 assists, didn't have any goal contributions, and it was part of our all 5 of our clean sheets, which were in the league. So yeah, that's kind of I think it for this film. They covered all the objective stuff. So yeah, I also don't know if I might get sacked by the board, or I might be like kind of just like next season's last chance saloons, or like thing is like really bad. So yeah, this is kind of it for the season. So another successful kick quest. Career mode. So pretty pumped. But yeah, so what's next to the channel? Not really sure. Could be another Dirty Quest or Kick Quest. Could be like a different kind of series. Not really sure at this point. But this was an interesting one. Kind of frustrating because like the system was just so poor to play. We had to play so many games because they won 21 of their 38 games in the league. Like it was just frustrating. That's to play the system. So kind of just, I don't know, pro tip out there if anyone's funking around with systems in FIFA 23 for whatever reason these days. The 3-1-4-2, very bad system in my opinion. But yeah, so we clutched Serie B title by a lot. Drăgușin had a not too great season to be honest, but good enough I suppose. And yeah, so kind of pumped. The Genoa kit, even though it's Castori, it's a pretty interesting kit. Like the red and blue and the badge is nice, so pretty cool. But yeah, thank you for checking out this episode, and hopefully you enjoyed it and the series as a whole. Hopefully check out whatever is next on the channel as well. Thank you.
Crown. Well, if you win the league, Derek, you've been the best team, and they certainly have been. And what great scenes we're seeing. Just look at the joy down there. They fully deserve this. They've been magnificent. Their goal to be the best team in the league, and they've hit the target. Well, they certainly have. They've been consistent, they've been relentless, they've been outstanding. Yeah, you can see what it means to this tight-knit team. Real solidarity. Well, this is special for everybody at the club. What a great moment for any young player. And this is what you dream about when you start playing football. When you're playing in the playground, you want to win a cup. Brilliant moment. It's a special moment in the career of any footballer. And now for the trophy lift itself. The cup winners. Well, you can just see what it means to those players and the manager. That's fantastic stuff. There's always the element of chance in a cup competition, but my goodness, they've taken the rough with the smooth, and now they savour the moment. Well, for some of these players, it will be the pinnacle of their careers. They just have to take it all in now and realise what they've achieved here. It doesn't come much better than this, does it? And just look at those fans. They've followed their club everywhere. Yeah, really a match made in heaven between players and fans. And these celebrations are going to continue for quite some time. And now the players get to relax a bit and enjoy having the pictures taken. Well, these photos will be cherished for years to come, won't they? Certainly ones to show the grandchildren.